All right. Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining me. If you're new here, I'm Sara Raymond with the Mindful Movement. I'm really honored to have you here. And if you are joining me again, welcome back. If you have been here, you might notice that this is not my typical space. I am outside. It is cold in Maryland. So I have my lovely scarf that my daughter knitted for me. Crocheted, excuse me. She will get mad that I said that. And we got a fire. And here I am. I'm glad to be here. And I just want to take a minute to talk a little bit about control. So we don't really have control, right? Like I don't have control over the wind tonight. I don't have control over the smoke that might blow into my face or the dogs making noise or all of the things. So we do have choice. So I decided I wanted to go live tonight. I made the choice that I was okay with not having control over the lighting and the space and the temperature and all the things. And I made the choice to respond in a way that I could still feel safe and I could be okay with my choice. And that's the lesson or the teaching I'd love to embody or impart in today's practice. So if you do hear the wind blowing, then I invite you to sit with it. Recognize how your body instinctively responds. You might even acknowledge that response and see if you can still work to calm your body, calm your responses as we go through the practice. So that's my intention, my invitation for you. And if you have any other intention for today's practice, then please honor that. And that being said, today's practice will be very gentle, not a lot of movement per se, but self-massage and various exercises to help you regulate your nervous system or calm the nervous system. And we're not going to get into a lot of the science or the what's happening just to feel into the experience. But I did leave a link in the description box below the video to two different books that are great resources. So if you do want to learn a little bit more, check those out. All right, so let's jump right in. So make yourself comfortable. I'm sitting down, obviously. You're welcome to sit in a chair if that's more comfortable for you. I would suggest being upright for at least the first portion of it. As we get into the meditation, then you can lie down. So let's start with a belly breath as a way to just check in. So I like to have hands on my belly so I can get a feel for the movement there. Nothing forced, nothing too strenuous, just checking in. So if you feel like you want to close your eyes, you are welcome to do so. And then begin to breathe in through your nose, sending your breath down into your belly. And as you breathe out, you might like to breathe out through your mouth like a sigh. So you're making a sound. If that doesn't feel comfortable, any other breath pattern is fine. So taking a moment to check in, and what I mean by that is notice the state of your body, the state of your mind, and you might even notice the state of your nervous system. No judgment, no need to change at this point, just noticing. You might think of taking like a snapshot in your memory of how you're feeling in this moment. And then once you have that baseline, let's blink our eyes open again if they were closed. And then we're going to go into a little bit of self-massage. And everything that I offer is just that. It's an offering. Take it if you like it, but listen to your body. And if it's saying, no, this isn't so right for me right now, just explore. See what your body needs today. All right, so we're going to start with a jaw massage. So you can find the indentation at the jaw. So it's about in line with the earlobe. And pardon my dogs. You're going to press your fingers into your jaw fairly firmly, going inward. Listen to your body and you decide how much pressure is right for you. And then you can explore. Maybe circles feel great. Maybe just holding the pressure feels good. Perhaps you want to go up and down, side to side. You can open and close your jaw. You might take a nice deep breath in and let it out like a sigh, relaxing the lower portion of your jaw. All right, so if that feels great and you want to keep going, keep going. Otherwise, I'll move on to just to the side of your nose. So you think of the lines that are the crease of between our nose and our mouth. You're going to go about the top of that crease and you'll press in towards your nose a bit. And then once you have that pressure, gently pull out. So it's almost like you're opening your sinuses. And then just like we did with the jaw, maybe circles feel great. Or maybe up and down. I know it looks a little silly, but we can all be silly together. Or maybe just hold the pressure. And here's a nice place to gently pull out on the skin, out on the muscles, and take a deep breath in. You might even feel you get more air in. And let it go. And again, stay there a little longer if you'd like. Otherwise, we're going to go to the inside corner of your eyebrows. So pressing in gently. You might just let your head rest in your hands. And then same options go here. You can move around in a circle. It'll be a pretty small circle. Or just up and down and side to side. And then again, feel free to stay a little longer. And then lastly, we're going to go to the ears. So I'll give you lots of options and you can choose what feels really good, leave what doesn't. And we'll start inside of the ear. So not in the whole of your ear, but on the cartilage. And you're just going to kind of follow the line, follow the different parts of your ears around. Kind of like what you might use a Q-tip for, although you're not going to go inside the ear canal. And then, I don't know if you can see this, but you're going to grab the earlobes and just gently, you can pull out, you can pull forward, and then work your way up the side of the ear. And this area for me always feels really nourishing, really relaxing. My dogs are going a little crazy, running around. Okay, and then just relax your arms by your sides. If you want to close your eyes again, you can. And let's take one more check-in. So all we've really done is a little bit of self-massage. So just notice how that is serving you. And just keep in mind, everyone's different. Your body is different. Your nervous system is different. Your personal history is different from mine and anyone else that's watching. So your experience in this practice will also be different. So just take what you like and leave the rest. Okay, so a little bit more nervous system resetting, and then we'll move into our meditation. So you'll keep your eye gaze looking forward, and then I'll mirror you. You can tip your left ear towards your left shoulder without lifting your shoulder to meet your ear. So keep drawing the shoulder down. There we go. And then with your head still, take your eyes as far to your right as you can. So it's almost like you're trying to see your right ear with your head tipped to your left. Keep your eyes fixed right. Deep breath in through your nose. Let it out with a sigh. Again. Feel free to come out of this sooner if you feel any need to do so. One more deep breath in through your nose. Out like a sigh. Take your time, bring your head back to center, eyes back to looking straight ahead. Blink a couple times, and then we'll repeat in the other direction. So your right ear towards your right shoulder, and then eyes looking as far to your left as you can. Breathing in and out. 3 breaths if you can. Come out of it sooner if you need to. And then head comes back up, eyes look forward, blink a few times. And then we'll do a variation of that with a side bend. So I'm going to offer the side bend. If it's too much, don't worry about adding it. So we'll go back to left ear towards the left shoulder, and then you might allow for a little bit more of a side bend. So meaning you're taking your spine over to your left. And if you still want a little bit more, your left hand can gently tug on your head. And then we'll take eyes now to the left ear. So you're looking towards the arm that's up. My glasses always seem to be in the way for this one. All right, so about 3 breaths there. And as you breathe out through your mouth, think of relaxing your jaw. You may even wiggle it side to side. And then take your time coming back through center. And then other side. So we go right ear towards the right shoulder. Feel free to add a little side bend to your right. And then option to take your right hand gently, very, very gently. We're not tugging too hard here. And then eyes are going to towards your right ear. So it's kind of on a downward diagonal, about 3 breaths. And then bring your head and eyes back to center. Okay, so I feel a lot more calm than I did when we started, so I hope that you do as well. Although it's not a requirement, obviously. If that's not how you feel, that's your experience. But I would love to guide you now into a meditation. So, if you prefer to lie down, you are welcome to do so. Make yourself comfortable. And if you prefer to sit up, that's fine too. So, I like to think of posture as something that we don't have to really think about. So get yourself into a position that doesn't take a lot of effort, but allows you to be in a straight spine position. And then, if you'd like, you are welcome to close your eyes. You don't have to. We want you to feel safe. So if you choose not to close your eyes, maybe just soften your gaze downward. And then, just as we started, take a moment to simply notice without judgment, without the need to change. You might notice the state of your physical body, state of your mind, your thoughts. You might become aware of sounds in your environment, sounds coming through the video from my environment. And the practice that we just finished, we just went through, is about inner resourcing, about using your own ability to come into a calm state. And so when there is a noise, when there is a distraction, because there will always be distractions, the practice is about coming back to yourself, coming home to yourself. So with that in mind, let's begin to move into a box breathing pattern. So we are taking a little intention into our breath. So we're breathing in for a count, holding for the same count, breathing out for the same count, and holding once more. So you might choose to start with a count of 3 or 4 and just see how that feels in your body. So in your own time, breathing in, holding, breathing out, holding. And continue on your own for a few breaths. If you want to increase the length, the count of your breath, that's fine. If you find you get distracted or lose your count, simply start over. finish the breath cycle that you are on. And just allow your breath to be natural. And see what you notice. Are there sensations showing up in your body? You might even ask yourself, is there a message here? As you notice my dog's barking, notice your response. Can you lovingly start over? Can you lovingly bring yourself home to your experience? So in this hopefully calm and reflective state, you can ask yourself, what is it that I need? And just listen. No thinking, no trying. Just allow the answer to surface. What is it that I need? You might notice how your body, your mind, your nervous system are all responding to this question. When was the last time someone asked you that? And how does it feel to be able to ask yourself? To connect with your inner resources. So take another moment to just notice what's there for you. And very gradually begin to let your awareness broaden. You might start by noticing the support beneath you. Noticing the air touching any exposed skin. Or perhaps you are able to sense the energy around you. And before you open your eyes, if they're still closed, see if you can sense both your inner experience and your outer environment at the same time. And as best you can, keep that awareness of both your inner and outer experience as you blink your eyes open if they were closed. Coming back to full awareness. You might rub your hands together, just create a little warmth. I know it's a little cold out here for me. And then taking the warmth of your hands, place the heel of your hands over your eyes, very gentle pressure. And then you might lean your head, the weight of your head, down into your hands. And just rest there for a moment. And you can let go of what you do not need. And then gradually releasing your hands, lifting your head. And I would just love to thank you so much for joining me today in this not so typical recording environment. I hope that you got what you needed from this experience. And I would love to offer you, if you are interested in more practices to build a foundation of meditation, to check out our free 7-day course. The link is in the description below, and I'd love to see you there. I love to see chats in that course or comments in that course and get to know people a little bit more. So hopefully I will see you there. Feel free to leave any comments below, and I'll see you on the next live stream. Take care.